Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you how to transform your regular pants, jeans, whatever, shorts, whatever you want to do into pregnancy pants. I attach this and you are saving like $40 by just sewing. If you don't have a sewing machine, you can also do it by hand. So it's just going to take a little longer, but you can totally do it. And this is my regular jeans that I use. Oh well, I used to use when they fit. So now they have like the elastic band, so it covers the belly and they're comfortable and they're not like pushing on the baby. And I don't want my pants looking like this. So we're gonna start with this tutorial. It's pretty simple. I'm gonna be using regular pants that I've been using or that they used to fit. I'm also gonna use a tank top, something that I can actually just like, it doesn't matter if I ruin it or if I use it like this. And I'm gonna use elastic, and you can also buy a new shirt if you want to use for this. I'm gonna start by fixing the pants because I want to keep using them after I give birth, and that's one of my goals, to get back to this weight. So I'm just gonna fold this where the zipper and the button is, that way it's not gonna hurt the belly. So I'm just gonna hand sew this really quick, and I just need a needle and a blue or black thread. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start sewing this way. It's just to hold it, and in this position it's actually just to hide the zipper because it can, you know, hurt me when I fold it back. It's something that, I mean, you can actually cut the jeans if you want. I don't want to do that because, well, I will have to buy new ones either way. So might as well just try to save whatever I can, and I like to save my money, so that's why I'm doing it this way. Now I'm gonna go ahead and fold my pants and form this shape, this V shape, and I'm just gonna go ahead and fold the other side too, and I'm gonna pin it. I'm just gonna stick a couple of pins in here, that way they stay in place. And this is where I'm going to sew with my sewing machine. And you gotta be careful just not to break the needle because it can happen. Jeans are kind of, it's a thick material, so just be careful here. And I'm gonna go ahead and sew, that way they stay in place and I don't have to worry about them later on. Now it's time to put on the shirt. As you can tell, I'm using this shirt backwards because when I flip it, it's gonna go to the regular, to the original shape that it's supposed to be. So I'm just gonna align the centers or the sewing lines here with the edges. I'm gonna cut out the strips too, that because we're not gonna need them right now, so I'm just gonna cut them. And I'm just gonna pin the whole thing. I just want to make sure that everything is gonna fall in place completely. So I'm just gonna fix it and just organize it in a way that I can sew it later on. So as you can tell, this V-shaped shirt is actually pretty good because it fits perfectly with the zipper. So I'm just gonna pin this way, and this is gonna help me keep it in place while I sew because it's an elastic shirt, so it's actually gonna move a lot while we're sewing, and I don't really want that. So I'm just gonna pin all around the pants and just make sure that everything is where I want it to be. So I'm gonna pin as close as I can and just leave a little edge, that way it's going to give me some room in case I don't sew completely in there. And I'm gonna go ahead and start sewing on this side, and it's just really slow so your needle doesn't break. And I'm just gonna sew like at the edge of my presser here and just keep everything where it should be. And when you get to the zipper, just be careful, sew it a little slow because it might get attached to the zipper, and that's why I'm going kind of slow in this part and just trying to make sure that I grab all of the fabric. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this one, and I'm gonna jump to the other side And for this one, I'm just gonna show you real quick how I do it. I did it all over the pants. As you can tell, I was stretching the shirt because the shirt was smaller than the pants, so I was stretching it that way I can have everything covered up. And this is what it looks like. The only thing here is at the zipper, where the zipper meets, it has a little gap, but I'm just gonna close it with a needle. I'm just gonna hand sew it, that way I don't have a hole in there. So it's just a couple of stitches. It's pretty simple. It doesn't have to look perfect. It's just so the gap doesn't open the whole pants. So I'm just gonna go ahead and close this gap. It's a little gap that was left. And now the next step is to add the elastic on top. That way the pants are not gonna be falling. And I mean, you can measure yourself, but it was easier for me to do this. It was gonna save me some time. So I just measure with the elastic and cut the part that I needed. And now I'm gonna take it to my sewing machine. I'm gonna put the both ends together. I'm just gonna sew ahead. I'm gonna sew them. That way they are there. It doesn't have to look perfect because we're gonna hide them. And since the pants are on the right side, we're just gonna place the elastic inside the shirt this way, which you can tell the seams are connecting there. So I'm gonna pin the elastic. Just try not to grab the elastic, just the fabric outside the shirt. And I'm going to pin, I think I only used like 4 pins. I didn't want to pin the whole thing because it's an elastic pin, so I didn't want to do the whole thing. And I'm just gonna start sewing. Just make sure that you don't catch the elastic on your sewing machine, because if not, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna stretch enough. So just make sure to leave enough gap for that. And we're pretty much done with our pants. You can do another stitch. I just did that one, and this is what it looks like. It's pretty convenient. It saves a lot of money and time too. It goes all the way up, and I just put a shirt on over it, and I don't have to worry about my pants falling or showing a little belly there. And I don't know, it's a really great thing you can do to save some money. Maybe buy something else for the baby instead of buying tons of pants, and you can still use them afterwards. So it's a great deal. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you're gonna try it or not, and I will talk to you next time. Don't forget to subscribe, give me a like, and just leave me a comment. Just let me know what you think. Thank you for watching. I will talk to you next time. Bye.